Hello everyone, welcome to episode 5, the final episode of Megaman 3. In the last part, we learned that Dr. Wily was a traitor the entire time and planned to steal the peacemaking bot Gamma from the very beginning. Or, as it's misspelled in the cutscene, Dr. Willy! They misspell his name quite a bit in this series, actually. Anyway, this Wily Castle, this series of Wily levels, rather, is the easiest in the series, to be honest. There's E-tanks littered everywhere, like, there's one right there, in fact I'm gonna keep counting them. And besides that, the bosses are rather weak to their weaknesses. Although it's painful to see the return of a certain boss. There's not much really to say about this level in particular, except you should be like, if you're cautious, unlike me, you should get the enemy lives or E-tank number 2 that you find. But then again, considering how easy the final boss is, it's kind of not worth it. Like, the entire reason this castle may be easy is because you have to go through the pain of going through those dock robots. Because I'll be honest, while the dock robot stages aren't that hard, the bosses can be kind of painful. But this is also actually surprisingly one of the best castles in the series to me, because like 9, it makes you use your abilities as best as you can. And I haven't even beaten 9 yet. I'll get to beating it at some point. Don't know when though. Anyway, we have the final section of reappearing, disappearing blocks here, but you can just utterly destroy it by sliding under there. And sliding out right now. Pretty easy. Anyway, the boss of this stage in particular is weak against the Shadow Blades, so get those out and prepare to have a weird boss, actually. The boss fight itself is that thing, but it's invincible. It's actually one of Wily's best machines. But the thing is, its health is dictated by its pet turtles. In fact, as you'll see with this, with that turtle, it takes up almost half his health. I just realized that's the exact same amount of turtles as Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles: The Next Mutation. Yay! That show died. And we're heading on to Wily 2. And this stage's boss. Now, the stage itself is rather straightforward. In fact, a lot of the Wily stages are rather straightforward. There's not many really there's not really any gimmick to them, just unlike many of the stages, like certain ones in later games where there's like gravity platforming and such, there's nothing to these levels. It's just go from left to right, get from A to B. But be careful of the bees. I won't be able to save myself here. It's all because of those bees. I hate bees so much. It's always the bees! And we're coming up on the last real Rush Jet section of the game. And in it are a few more bees as well. Is E-Tank number 3. And E-Tank number 4. What is the point of putting those so close together? You don't need them! I mean, sure, you might need the E-Tanks for the boss rush, if that's a spoiler, by the way. There are tons of boss rushes. Oh dear lord, look who it is. Yellow Devil, why do you keep on coming back? This is the exact same guy, well, not the exact same game, we kind of blew the original up, but pretty much it's a reimagining of the guy from Mega Man 1, and he's a lot easier. Sure, you don't have the pause trick that you had in the original game, but Hard Knuckle actually can do pretty well against him if you know how to time your shots. You can get up to 3 of them in at once. Normally I'd recommend only 2, but I'm somehow able to pull off 3 a few times. I've played these games too much. Two, 3. Oh, come on, that should have hit him. First E-Tank usage, or no, that may be the second usage, but still, I've not used many E-Tanks, as you can tell, and it's rather easy, but this boss is not that bad. His damage output's nowhere near as bad as it was in the original game. he's nowhere near as fast when he comes in from the left either, so you might have some trouble with him, but nowhere near as much as when Mega Man 1, especially if you use his weakness. But still not the easiest devil in the series, but definitely nowhere near the hardest. X5! I'll get to that game at some points. Or will I? Wily 3 here is well, actually, the weird thing is that quite a few of the Wily stages in this are vertical. I'm not sure why they are, though. One thing I recommend you do is that you actually go over here and get this ammo for the hard knuckle for the boss rush, because you might need it. Depending on how true your aim is. Also, don't let the bullets hit you down. I hate knockback so much. Why did knockback exist? Actually, I'm trying to think, besides Mega Man 10, what was the most recent E-Tank number 5? What was the most recent game that had knockback that I played besides Mega Man 10? Actually, more like 3 years ago by now, most likely. Anyway, they bring back these guys from Shadow Man stage, but they're nowhere near as dangerous here because there's no bottomless pits, nothing that can really kill you besides the enemies here. So, don't know why they had to put them in. Also, I love this. It just pops on. It doesn't even fade in and out like it does up there. Graphical limitations, or much more like programming limitations. It probably couldn't program the transition. And this section has always seemed to have this weird glitch effect here, because those things traveling with the platforms are right below them, like on the one I'm on right now, not supposed to be there. I'm guessing it's because of my emulator, more than likely, because I think this happened on my virtual console as well, on the Wii, so, Anyway, boss is this stage is weak against Surf Snake, and he has no invincibility frame, so if you find the right one, spam it. And he brings back Mega Man 1's Wily 3 boss. Or, no, that was Wily 2. And it is much easier here, considering he actually has a weakness and he doesn't mimic your weapon. He can actually do a lot of damage, too, if I remember correctly. And we're moving on to Wily 4, the boss rush stage. Now, with that, I highly recommend you do whatever you can to refill any weapon that might be extremely low by this point. For me, it was Shadow Blades, but make sure that you have as much full energy as you can. It's gonna help a lot. Junkman? More precursors to Junkman from 7. Ooh, yay, one up. Now, I think this is the only time these enemies appear, and they're not that threatening. They can do some decent damage if you're not careful, but I've actually never been able to dodge those. Maybe it's just I need to time a slide well or something, but meh. Wait, E-Tank number 3. Used at least, so 5 E-Tanks in this place, and there's no, actually there's 6, because there's one in the final level. Anyway, the music I'm going to be using for this boss rush is the Wily Wars version of Top Man. And that was the Mega Man the Wily Wars version of Top Man. Told you it was awesome. I'm not sure why, but that song in particular just sounds so much better on the Genesis. Not many of the other songs really do, especially from Mega Man 1 or 2. Hello, phone! Anyway, it's time for the final battle, the original trilogy, I hope. Oh my kidding, he's probably gonna trick us again. Anyway, I recommend you refill Spark Shot, and I don't know the second part's weakness. I just do something else. Anyway, for the fourth form, as I mentioned before, is weak to Spark Shot, but you have to wait for the actual thing to show up. It's that little cannon there. I'm not sure how it shoots beam a bottle of energy in circles, but alrighty. Second form, I'm not actually sure of the weakness. What I've always done is use Rush Jet, fly up, and spam the ever-living hell out of the Mega Buster. And this boss has always caused some weird flickering. Curse you, NES limitations! But I still love you, NES, you're so much. And that's it. Game's over. Or is it? Of course it is! So then, Wily, you finally learned your trick? Yes, yes I did. Ah, got you! And Wily tricks us once again. Well, no, actually, technically this is the first time he's done it. I forget what other games he does it in. E-Tank number 6, the final E-Tank. And I don't even get it. Because you don't need it. Because I'll be honest, the final boss is pathetically easy. First, you're gonna need Top Spin and Shadow Blade. And it's Gamma himself, which looks a lot like Gutsman. Why does everything look like Gutsman? First target is obviously the moving head up top. You have no reason to die to it. And the second form, Wily puts a giant helmet on it, making it look even more like Gutsman. What is your obsession with Gutsman, Wily? Jump up the hand, equip Top Spin, spin into it, game over. Top Spin destroys him in one hit. And game is finally over. You learned your lesson yet, Wily? No? We'll see you next game then. Wait, no we won't. Do we? Where's Dr. Wily? Oh no, too late! Who was that? Oh, some mysterious stranger. Epilogue. Oh, really? I know that whistle. And this is where we learn the true identity of Breakman. And if you watch Mega Man 6, you've already know this. It's Proto Man. Proto Man originated here, and he's Mega Man's elder brother, as it is. Because as we'll see here, it's the number list that Dr. Wright made. Wright's name in Japan. And it's the Robot Masters from Mega Man 1, along with Mega Man himself, Roll, and Proto Man. Proto Man is Mega Man's older brother. He's pretty much the prototype. In fact, that's where Proto comes from. From now on, he'll be a regular in the series, to be honest, and his theme is one of my favorite Mega Man songs. I love the song that's currently playing so much. There's a nostalgic feeling to it. And of course, it's the girl that's housekeeping. So as for why he donned the thing of Breakman, they never really go over that much in the games. They do in the Archie comics that started about a year ago now, I'd say. But that is the end of Mega Man 3, folks. And that little thing in the top right is indeed Dr. Wily's saucer. He survived being crushed by that, somehow. And now it's time to watch the credits roll. This section right here is pretty much just them going over the Dr. Wily numbers and who designed them. If I remember correctly, these were all designed by fans as well, but that's if I'm remembering correctly, of course. Now, Mega Man 3 as a game is good. Not as good as Mega Man 2, though. In the original trilogy, it's the second best, because Mega Man 1, to be honest, is just kind of archaic compared to 2 and 3, not for my tastes. Yet I played Mega Man 1 before it. Difficulty-wise, I'd say it's also the hardest in the trilogy. It's also the longest, due to, as you saw, some of the bosses did obscene damage just by contact. Snake Man. But that doesn't let that get in the way. The music is fantastic, especially Sparkman and the boss themes. it's still the basic gameplay. I love the addition of the slide and rush. They really make new opportunities and make the game a lot more accessible to me because they allow me to move around better. The simplicity, though, still makes the game. It makes it so much fun. I still enjoy playing through these games to this day. 3, I may not go back to often, but I still highly enjoy it. I really hope you guys like this Let's Play, because I definitely enjoyed recording it. Although Snake Man still annoys me. Snake Man. But, I'm gonna have to end this playthrough off here, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, subscribe, all that kind of stuff. And I'll see you guys next Let's Play, whatever that may be, even though I think I have a feeling I know what it is already. See you guys then. Presented by Capcom.